Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D Real coming at you with another Be Real with D Real, where edutainment is what I do. Avatar 2, The Way of Water. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Yeah. But before we talk about it, I need y'all to do what y'all always do for me. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D Real page so that when new material comes out, you get it. If you digging what a brother shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D Real page. Share. Did I say share? Okay. Avatar 2, The Way of Water. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's not called Avatar 2. It's called Avatar: The Way of Water. But I'm gonna call it Avatar 2 since this is my page. I can call it whatever the hell I want to call it. It's Avatar 2. Now, a lot of people returned for Avatar 2. We got Sam Worthington as Jake Sully. We got Zoe Saldana as Neytiri. We got Sigourney Weaver in a different role, playing the daughter of Grace, Kitty, and she is adopted by Jake and Neytiri. We also have four kids that the Sully family have. They have two boys. Hope I'm saying this name right. Nateum, Loak, and they have a little precocious, pretty little girl by the name of Took. And then they also have a human kid that they kind of adopted he goes by the name of Spider, but he is actually the son of Quaritch, the enemy of Jake Sully, who he killed in the first movie. But guess what? Thanks to the magic of getting into a Navi body, Quaritch's memories and personality were saved and put into a cloned body of a Navi. And it's got his face and a crew cut. So now Quaritch is a Navi. Wow. Okay. And he's back on his BS. He wants to kill Jake Sully. Also, there are lots of colonizers. That's what I'm going to call them. Colonizers. Humans return to Pandora not only to take over, but to move there because the earth apparently is dying and elbow room, got to get us some elbow room. Yeah. Schoolhouse Rock. Educational. Anyway, they don't want unobtainium again. They don't want that. They want brain juice from these giant whale things called, I forget what they're called, but they look like giant whale hammerhead shark turtles. And they're really good at math and making songs. Yes, they are musical composers. Go figure. Okay, but they're not violent until one you know how they do the merging thing, like how Jake did with his bird. Jake's youngest son, or the middle child, bonds with this turtle whale. And eventually these things get violent. You know what I'm saying? Well, not all of them, but the one who Loak bonds with feels Loak's rage when he's angry and when he's captured by the bad guys and just starts wrecking shop. So a lot of things happen, but the bottom line, you know what's going to happen. Quaritch and Jake Sully square off. So what you looking for? I mean, I shouldn't really have to tell y'all a whole lot about this movie because The Way of Water is almost exactly like the first movie. Now, don't get it twisted. If you go see this movie in 3D, you will thoroughly, thoroughly, thoroughly enjoy it. The visuals are freaking stunning. James Cameron has done it again with these visuals, man. I mean, it looks like, now I understand why movies like Black Panther and these other Marvel movies ain't got as great CG, because all of the CG is in this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really mad at them, for what they're doing. It looks like it's paying off. 435 million in one weekend, and they already pushing up on $1 billion. Yeah, bro. This movie is popping. It is definitely popping from a visual standpoint, and from an emotional standpoint, because I know there was a lot of emotion involved in this movie, and there are death scenes and scenes that make you rage and make you angry. And yeah, they fighting. They are fighting like a mug. And this is my thing. James Cameron decided it will be a great. I mean, we got how many more of these to go? Like 3 more? There's going to be 3 more of these, because there's like, what, 18 different types of Navi tribes, and we've only seen like 3 or 4 of them. So yeah, humans and Navi gonna have to find a way to peacefully coexist, because my man Courage here, interesting development, he doesn't get killed at the end of the movie. Matter of fact, at some point in the movie, he ends up capturing Little Spider, who's actually his son, the son of who he was cloned by. So yeah, kind of. And they bond. And when he's left for dead after fighting with Jake Sully at the climax of the movie, the climax, which I might also add, they decided, instead of going with a big all-out battle, they decided that Jake Sully and his family was going to go after Quaritch and get their revenge, because Quaritch kidnaps his kids, and we don't play that. Now, one of the things I found really, 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 really strange about this movie, Jake Sully runs his family like he's running a squad of Marines. You know what I'm saying? They on lookout, they on watch, they on perimeter duty. I'm like, ain't these your sons? Ain't these your kids? Bruh, ease up. Little bit of great Santini going on in there. You know what I mean? But as an ex-Navy man, I am well aware of how Marines get down. And do you know what Marines are fanatical about? That's right, being Marines. Semper Fi, do or die, and everything that comes with it. Now, Avatar overall, it's a great movie as long as you see it in 3D. I probably would have fell smooth asleep if I had not been watching this movie in 3D, because the visuals combined with the 3D pulls you in and keeps you engaged. And trust me when I say 3 hours and 12 minutes don't feel like 3 hours and 12 minutes. But as I was coming out of the movie, I was saying to myself, it took them 3 hours and 12 minutes to do that. All I can say, y'all, James Cameron got us again. You don't need to watch The Way of Water to know what went on in The Way of Water. The same thing that went on in the first Avatar movie. Humans come in, screw up the environment, kill stuff, mess things up, and the local people got to put their differences aside, put their cultural differences aside, and work together. So there are a lot of themes of gentrification in this movie. Jake Sully and his family running away from their home and coming out here where the Metacaina tribe is, the green guys, and bring that war to them. The sky people, or the humans, they're bringing colonization. And this juice that they're getting out of these whales' brains, it stops aging. And one tube of the stuff, according to one of the characters in the movie, one tube of that stuff is worth 80 million. Capitalism? Check. Okay. Colonization, capitalism, gentrification, cultural appropriation. All that is in the 3 hours and 12 minutes. That is Avatar: Way of Water. Do I recommend that you go see it? Unless you are a super duper fan of the Avatar franchise and or James Cameron, nah. I believe me when I say it's the exact same movie. It's the exact same movie. I mean, granted, Kiri, Sigourney Weaver's character, has got kind of this bond with nature where she can bond with the animals and bond with the environment and get them to do her bidding. And that kind of figures pretty good in the plot. It saves lives. Boy, does it ever. Other than that, though, you still got these standard guerrilla warfare type tactics that the Na'vi do to the sky people. You know, in other words, nothing different. More of the same. It's visually stunning. It's emotionally evoking. But other than that, that's it. My rating for this movie, because it's tolerable, is okay. I give it a 7. Solid 7. It's a good watch if you go watch it. But don't expect too much out of it beyond the visuals. That's just what it is. It's truly truly Avatar 2. And that's all I can really say about it. Do you plan to go see Avatar: The Way of Water? Based on this review, probably not. But if you do plan to go see Avatar: Way of Water, tell me why in the comments. Tell me why. And if you have seen Avatar: The Way of Water, tell me what you thought about it. And as always, I will be coming at y'all with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. You got each other.